This is Preschool Land Playground. There are many entrances. One entrance is in this corner, another in this corner, and another over here. The playground is surrounded by the elementary school, so the students can go in and out throughout the day if they need to, or if the teachers want to utilize learning in the playground area. We're going to first start in this area up here. This is a wheelchair ramp. This is going to be placed around the playground where needed to help children in wheelchairs easily access different parts of the playground. The playground is mainly natural dirt and grass, so this ramp would be very useful. We also have, coming over here, swing area. This is called an adaptive swing. It is used for children with disabilities and children, or it's used for children who have differences, and it can go up to 125 pounds. It's very safe. We also have special swing sets for the younger preschool children and the older preschool children. Right in this area, we have a covered gathering area. We have special tables and benches for the younger children and for older adults. Coming over here, we have an area that is more of a playground, but instead of being one whole set, it has 3 little mini sets. And as you can tell, the sets have a lot of different materials for fine motor and gross motor development, as well as physical development. There are different swings, there are different things to press and to play with. There's even a little playhouse over here for dramatic play, and there's different climbing areas. We're going to come over to this area. This is an open field. There's a cubby house right here, which can be utilized for many different things. There's also benches here and here. This is kind of a magical playscape, and it has a very sensory-rich environment. It's a collection of different spaces, so there's a lot of potential for outdoor play, and I wanted to maximize play. As you can tell as I go through, there's a lot of areas for quiet space, open space, and active space. So this area would be considered an active space, but we're going to go over here for more of a quiet space. This is a covered area with a water fountain, and this also allows for, there's a lot of flow in this area. There allows kind of for an easy flow, but also so children aren't really too fast. They can kind of stop and be careful getting around. Over here, this originally was part of this playground, but I separated it to create a more utilized, friendlier space for young children. Really young children, they tend to play individually or in really small groups, so I thought this would be helpful. This is more of a gym type of area, really great for physical and motor development. There are monkey bars, there are different balancing activities, there's a rock climbing activities. There's even this path for little tricycles. This tricycle is for younger students. This is a model for a little bit older preschool children. Over here, we come to sand play. Now, I have 2 sand play areas because I know that young children, they don't really play as a huge group. They play as small little groups or individually. So I wanted kind of a balance of play activities to occur. And I know that they kind of do solo, parallel play, or in pairs or in small groups. They're not developmentally ready yet to play in large groups, so I wanted to have small spaces. So this sand play is more of a box, and small parallel, small groups and children can play parallel to each other. And this sandbox is more of a standing one where children can play individually or in small groups again. And again, I separated them. This is covered as well. Over here we have a sand play storage shed. This can have lots of materials for sand play. And we're coming down to the nature land. This area is a beautiful natural area. It has, let's see, it's designed for exploring the natural elements like water, soil, leaves, and trees. And as you can tell, It has a little pond right here. It has a nature and garden shed. Now, certain items that can be kept in there are things like rulers, magnifying lenses, gloves, pine cones, plants, grass, wooden blocks. There's this little set over here that will be kept in there, and it's kind of like a scientific discovery set with a magnifying glass and notebooks and pencil and discovery documentation tools. Over here, the children can look at the trees around and different plants, or they can play with different materials they find in nature and use binoculars. Coming over to this part, we have the garden, which is next door. So things in the shed can also be utilized for the garden. And this is a child-friendly garden, and children can come up and they can help learn about plants and help grow certain things.